All right, I want to first start to thank a few people before we go on. So obviously it's the government of Vanuatu who is providing the majority of funding and the support to make these things happen. Behind us is the construction that you're going to get a glimpse of today. That's being done by the People's Republic of China, a massive investment they're making. So without those two players, we couldn't obviously put on the games. We have got official sponsors. Many of you know we had our official sponsors last week, our launch. Digicel, who is our official sponsor, Azure, our platinum sponsor, and there's some water from Azure today for people to get thirsty. ODC Computers, Air Vanuatu, Hertz, Holiday Inn, F8 Logistics, and Pacific Energy. So we do want to thank those companies. With those companies coming on board as sponsors, we've already procured a lot of our needs in terms of telecommunications, vehicles, etc. But there's obviously a host of other things we're going to talk about today. First of all, just the venues, because I want to keep this thing going a little bit. Jack over there, Jack is working with us as a venues manager. He'll give an overview to anybody that wants to hear about the venues. You can wander over. He'll be here for the next hour or so. So just if you want to find out what's happening, where we're going to play the sports down here, when are these facilities going to be ready, you can see we've got some drawings up. We are not going to let people wander back into the facility. You can see it's under construction. But in exactly 298 days from today, on December the 4th, at 7 p.m., this stadium will come alive with the opening ceremonies. The country has waited a long time to do that, and that's where we're all focused. But we can't get there without all the things that are up on the wall in terms of what we need. There is a procurement guideline that we'll hand out at the end of this day, and it just talks about all our needs. So you can see them up on the wall behind us. There's plumbing services and whiteboards and radios, etc., etc. So we will talk about how we're going to procure those, and a lot of them are in this. The big thing everybody needs to understand is the procurement guidelines or the procurement tenders will be on our website. I don't know if any of you visit our website. It's updated on a daily basis, www.VAN2017.com. Please, that's where we're going to put our tenders. We're not going to issue every single one in the paper. We will put them up first and foremost on our website and through Facebook. So if you haven't gone on to our website now, please do that. Please register also your interest, and you can get our newsletters as we move forward. Okay, with 298 days, we've got to get the procurement cycle going. So at the end of this month and beginning in March, we will be issuing a series of tenders. We will be going out with our big items first. Thank you again very much for coming, and I hope that some of the excitement about the games is starting to come. You've seen now our Nasi, our mascot, going around.
My name is Jack Smith. I am the venues manager for VAN2017 2017. I am also a Peace Corps volunteer, so I am from the United States, but I live on the other side of the island, so I come and go every day. So by me, Salama too. By me, just talk small time nomo. By you, come talk lumi. Suppose you got any question. So what is behind you guys right here is going to be Korman 1. So this is going to be our big indoor arena. So this will house netball and table tennis. It will seat approximately 1,000 people just in the stands. That does not include any seating on the floor. If you want to come over here, we've got pictures of what it will look like on the outside and what it'll look like on the inside. It's not working very well. So I'll just talk like this because you guys can hear me. I don't need that. So we have one big building right here. That's Korman 1. Where the big crane is, we're going to have Korman 2. So it's a little bit smaller stadium. We'll hold about 500 people. This is where judo, boxing, karate, and potentially weightlifting will be. We'll have two big buildings here. The original plan had 2 swimming pools, the far end, but now we're only going to have 2 indoor facilities. Then where you're standing right now, this will be for football and rugby sevens, as well as athletics. So the Chinese government is going to redo the track. As you see, there are no lines, and you wouldn't want to run on this anyways. So we're going to redo the track. At the far end there, behind all of the cars, there will be 6 lighted tennis courts. So there'll be 1 competition court and then 5 practice courts. So after the games are finished, there will be lights there so that people can use them at night. Past the 6 tennis courts, there will be 4 beach volleyball courts, 1 competition court, and then 3 practice courts. The 1 competition court will have lights so that we can have some games at night. behind this stadium is the cricket field. During Vanuatu 2017, we'll also be hosting Fesnapuan at the same time. So that will be a big like fan festival type area where the cricket field is now. And then the last thing that the Chinese government is doing in Korman is providing stands and a small athlete area for archery, which will be the last sport that will be housed here at Korman. So when this is all said and done, hopefully October 1st, fingers crossed, we'll have 2 new big buildings, a bunch of new stands, and a bunch of new places for athletes. This will be the premier sporting complex here in Vanuatu and potentially unrivaled in any of the other Pacific countries. So if you guys have any other more specific questions, you can come check out the drawings, come talk to me, talk to anybody else with the Vanuatu 2017 shirts on. So thank you guys very much for coming and enjoy yourselves.
Do you want to just talk about Village for a second?
Oh,
Village?
sure.
Where's Troy?
So I'm going to talk about the Games Village now, apparently. So Troy, he's out in the back, he's hiding from you, he's looking out our Game Village. So we're having over 2,000 athletes from 24 countries and territories are coming to Vanuatu for 2 weeks. It's a lot of beds and it's a lot of people. So Troy is working with 3 places, so he's going to use INDV, Lycée, and Freshwater School. We're going to be using these 3 locations to house all of our athletes and some of our officials. So we'll be transporting all those athletes from there. So there will be beds, there will be chairs, toilets, showers, everything that the athletes will need in order to live there for 2 weeks. Then we will transport them here, they will compete, and then they'll sleep there at night. So there's, as you can see, when you start putting it all together, there's a lot of stuff that isn't here yet. And that's why we need your guys' help, and that's why you guys are here today, to sort of get an idea of how much work is still yet to be done. And 298 days is not a very long time, but my hair is not going to look like Clint's by the end of this, I can promise you that.
Baby.